call. Here. 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 Any conflicts of interest? Item 4, approval of minutes of the meeting of June 19th and June 26th, 2014.
No one had a chance to look at it. So I'd like to make a motion that we defer action.
Motion and second. All those in favor? Ayes have it. Item A, proposal for the lease and/or purchase of 625 Concord Street.
We received one proposal. It's from Yanni Law PC 9301 Calumet Avenue, Suite 1F, Munster, Indiana. I'm assuming these are all multiple copies. Listed on the point of lease and one. I think this is just backup information. This is probably. Okay, we have a cashier's check. I think they're all the same. That's something. See if you can find anything. Well, here it is. Agreement. It says here the purchase price option is $500,000.
That's the option to purchase.
And then it looks like the lease is $3.80 per square foot if they decide to lease it.
Okay.
Page 16. Page 16?
Final paragraph,
So it is $500,000. That's an outright purchase. So I'd like to make a motion these be referred to, who's in charge of this? Yeah, City Attorney Cantar for review and recommendation.
Second. Motion and second. All those in favor? Ayes have it. Item B, recommendations for the acceptance of bids for the Second District street lighting improvements, Hanover Street, Linden Street, Magnolia Street, and Beach Avenue, received from Clark Dietz Engineers.
Yeah, they've reviewed all the bids. The low bidder is TGB Unlimited, doing business as Bancroft Electric for a price of $249,417. So I'd like to make a motion that we make the award to TGB Unlimited.
Second. Motion and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item C, request for advertising dates of, excuse me. Item C, request for advertising dates of August 7th, August 14th, with a bid opening date of August 28th for 171st Street from Wicker Avenue to Lindbergh Avenue, and the demolition of 840 Becker Street, 1013 Chicago Street, 4913 Elm, garage only, 1325 Field Street, 551 Goslin Street, 510 to 512 Kenwood Street, 835 Lion Street, 827 Morris Street, 5730 Northcott, 1011 177th Place, 644 Sibley Street, and 4320 Torrance Avenue.
I'd like to make a motion that we set those advertising and bid opening dates.
Second.
Motion and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Make sure both of you sign this before you leave. We need to send it.
Item D, finding of fact and decision regarding firefighters' grievances.
We have a prepared document, and I think has everybody had a chance to review it? You might want to take, I saw it, and I've already reviewed it.
I can't.
Oh, that's right, so it just us.
And
I'd like to make a motion that we concur with the findings.
concur. All those in favor? Ayes have it. Item E, hearing on property located at 734 169th Street.
I'd like to ask for a continuance till September 4th.
That's my motion.
Motion,
Second.
second, all those in favor? Ayes have it. Item F, correspondence received from correspondence received from attorney Lonnie Randolph requesting a continuance of a rental registration hearing set for today.
Mr. President, can you give the addresses of those continuance?
This is just a order appointing a personal representative for the property owner, so, and it does not indicate the address.
For Mr. Andrews? Not with us any longer. September, probably going all the way to September, right? We got a lot, we've been scheduling. Let's go September 4th.
Okay.
The motion,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item G, rental registration hearing on property located at 1318 Michigan Street and 1322 Michigan.
Yes. Morning. We're requesting that the penalty, we just didn't know that it was due when it was due, so.
You understand that the deadline is April 15th every year?
Yes, we do.
Did you guys just buy the property?
Property's been in my wife's family for 40-some years.
And is 1318 just a single family or a duplex?
No, they're both duplexes. They're actually 3 units in one and 2 in the other. There's 5 units total.
Five.
Have you registered in previous years?
We've always registered. We have the property under management, and it's actually in a trust right now. It was my wife's parents who was sitting behind me, and
So this is
So you have any history on this?
Unfortunately, this does not get on the agenda that we were emailed yesterday, so I do not have the research on this property. I will ask, so have you registered in the past?
we have.
You registered last year on time?
Yes, we did.
I'll make a motion that we waive late fees for all 5 units after registered at $80 per unit.
The motion, second, all those in favor? Ayes have it. You can pay today after the meeting, sir, you get a notice in the mail.
Okay. Thank you. We can pay it right now, right?
After the meeting. Item H, rental registration hearing on property located at 1023 150th Street.
Yeah, it's been in the family for, since they built it. It's under my wife's grandmother's name, and it's not a rental. It's a duplex, but my son lives there.
And it's not rented?
Yeah, I believe she died last year. She always took care of it, and I believe she had it taken off the rental rolls before she died, but I'm not sure. I don't have the paperwork.
We do have last registration. We have an affidavit that one unit was being occupied by the son and the other unit was vacant. However, this has also become a nuisance property. I believe you have noticed that there's a nuisance citation against this property, the amount of police calls and the nature of the police calls that have been there.
vacant side or the occupied side?
Great question. We're still under the impression that the other unit is occupied and, or is occupied by the son and the other one is vacant.
The other one has arcade, it's an arcade. He has arcade games, tanning bed. I think there's doing something else
We
too.
will be setting up an inspection to go and see just what, exactly what the
Arcade
situation is.
game and tanning bed as a business or?
No, no, just for his private, he just uses one half of the house for,
So, I mean, really, the affidavit has to be filled out again, Kelly?
Every year, by April 15th, same as registration.
So your son's living there and you're not collecting rent from him?
no,
Every year you have to fill out an affidavit that states that someone's living there rent-free. Unless you decide to rent the other side out to someone someday, then that unit will have to be registered.
as a rental.
Is the,
Unless, yeah, as a rental.
is the property still under the grandmother's name or?
Yes.
the mother's? Okay.
Anna Napick et al., but she's
still-
dead.
Okay, so
She's
you
been-
need to go to Crown Point and get that situation straightened out. For one, for tax purposes, though it's immediate family, it's still a multi-unit. So we have proper notice. When we get the registration affidavit, we'll be able to contact you if there's anything going on with the property, such as police calls and that.
Okay.
We like to give you fair warning, but without the proper information, we can't do that. So you need to visit Crown Point, get that under your, whoever's gonna have the controlling interest.
Sir, you live at Ash?
Yes,
So we did send notice to that address.
yeah, to my wife, but she's deceased. Oh, it said Mariana. Oh, it's irrelevant.
Well, and the relevance is, we don't know who to contact on this property because it's in so many different people's names, so we need to get that straightened out. We can do that with the affidavit, we can also do that at Crown Point if you put the property in, whoever has a controlling interest of the property, whoever's gonna be responsible for the property, so we can contact them when we have an issue. You probably wouldn't be facing this nuisance citation.
Okay.
All right.
Make a motion that we dismiss action now.
So moved. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Every year by April 15th. That's-
April 15th, correct.
And what do I do about this year?
We dismiss it.
Okay.
We're not renting it, so.
Okay.
You will have to fill out the affidavit though. If the affidavit has been filled out, you still have to fill out the affidavit.
And where do I get that?
You wait till after the meeting and we'll have the information to take down to, or you can just go now?
You can go now. No.
Yeah, he can get the affidavit downstairs, right?
Yeah, affidavit downstairs, main floor.
Okay, thank you.
Item I, rental registration hearing on property located at 4 Mason Street, 2716 163rd Street, 1251 Stanton Avenue, 425 Detroit Street, and 7519 Magnolia.
Good morning. I wanted to request that the late fees be waived. I had some pretty significant medical problems for a period of time. I am on the mend now.
Sir, you can register every year on time.
No problem. Sir, are these the only 5 properties that you own in the city?
They are
You own them, or are you the management company?
the management company.
Who owns them?
I do too. It's a management company. I'm also the owner.
You live in Highland?
I do.
You like drive by these properties quite often to make sure there's no problem?
I do.
I will point out, there's a lot of problems on this street. You might want to pay a little extra attention, make sure that your tenants are up and keep your properties maintained. There's a lot of activity on this street.
What street is that?
Magnolia.
Sir, how many units is 4 Mason?
It's a duplex,
How about 163rd?
single family.
1251 Stanton, single family also?
It's a duplex,
425 Detroit?
single family,
75 Magnolia?
single family.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Magnolia address is the one I was talking about.
Okay.
I can make a motion that we waive all the late fees. $780.
Motion. Second. All in favor? Ayes have it. Okay, after the meeting, sir, you'll get a notice in the mail.
Okay. Thank you.
Item J, rental registration hearing on property located at 6818 Barron. Morning.
Good morning. Yes, sir, I'd just like to request that the late registration fee for me be waived because I've just recently found out that I was supposed to register the rental property. This is the first,
We have that you bought the property in August 2013.
yes, sir.
You bought the property in August 2013.
Single family, sir? Single family home?
Yes, sir. It's a four-person. They just recently, they started renting in February.
Your name's Patrick Moore?
Excuse me?
What's your name, sir?
Patrick Moore.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion that we waive late fee of $80.
The motion? Second. All in favor? Ayes have it. You can pay after the meeting, or you'll get a notice in the mail.
Yes, sir.
April 15th every year, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Item K, rental registration hearing on property located at 4434 Holman Avenue. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, do you live in the address?
Sir?
Do you live at 4434 Holman Avenue?
No, right next door. 4432.
You live at 32?
No, this is 34.
4434 Holman Avenue, that's the address, sir?
That's my property.
That's your property.
Where do you live?
At 4432.
Okay, because on here we mailed it to 4434. We gotta make sure we got your, even though it's next door, we wanna make sure it's going to the right address.
Uh-huh.
This property, we have 2 units, registered late in June 1st, 2012, or in 2013, registered late, for 2013 also.
Sir, you understand that the registration needs to be done by April 15th of every year, correct?
Yeah, they told me that last time I was here.
Okay.
But,
So every year, sir, the date never changes, it's April 15th.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you owned this property?
Oh, my God. 20 years, 30
It's
years.
always registered before
We have-
20, yeah.
We have it registered 7 times. But late in 12 and late in 13.
Is it just a single family home or is it a duplex, sir?
No, it's a two-building, older home,
Two flats.
We have 2
yeah,
units.
two units.
I'll make a motion we made the late fee for both units have to be registered as
Motion?
Second.
All in favor? Ayes have it. You can pay after the meeting today, sir, or you can wait and you will receive a notice in the mail.
Well, how much do I have to
You
pay?
waiving both late fees?
160,
160?
$160.
$80 for each year.
Okay?
Okay,
Okay, after the meeting, you can see the lady, she'll get you the paperwork, or you'll get something in the mail at home.
Item L, rental registration hearing on property located at 4609 Torrance Avenue. You're done, sir.
okay,
Good luck to you. After the meeting, you can pay,
uh-huh.
or you can wait and you will get a notice in the mail.
With the amount of what I have to pay?
Yeah.
$160, $80 for
Well,
each
I could
year.
take care of it today,
After the meeting.
after the meeting,
Yes.
okay.
Morning.
Morning, can I try to translate for him? He's property. Well, he wasn't renting the property this year until late May, so he didn't think he had to pay the late fee. I mean,
I have
the
a
fee.
question. His address is listed as the same address as the rental. Does he live there?
Yeah, it's the same.
So he lives there?
He lives there. He runs the basement, and he didn't have any renters this year, so until May.
Well, the problem with renting the basement, that's gonna cause problems.
And on a separate issue, we do have that he was registered late in 2010, registered late in 2012.
And we didn't have anybody renting the beginning of this year.
Manatron shows it as a single-family home.
I'm sorry?
Manatron shows it as a single-family home, it's the county's website. Probably being taxed as a single-family home, if his address is there, he's probably getting a homestead house.
So,
They can get a partial homestead if they live in a property, correct?
Yeah, I'm not saying he is or isn't or anything, I'm just saying that it may be a homestead situation too.
so how long has your dad rented out the basement?
For a long time. I don't know, 5 years back.
Basement situation is something we'll probably have to set up an inspection on.
Have you ever had an, can you ask me, have you ever had an inspection done before?
No, I don't
Basement
think so.
apartment?
I don't think so.
Does the basement apartment have windows you can open or glass block?
Yeah, windows you could open. It's got a kitchen,
Can I
it's got
continue
everything.
until you do an inspection, Kelly?
You know, honestly, I'd rather just handle the registration situation now. We'll set up the inspection, and if need be, we'll bring it back in front of the board as a separate issue. Getting the inspections done and the research done in time is just prolonging why they're here.
Yeah, but does that create a problem for us, that if we let them register it, and then you determine that it's not rentable?
At this point, it's unknown. If it's what the situation exactly is, so we're not saying.
You bring that issue back to us.
Right, we don't know if we're registering on an illegal, unsafe permit or not, until we get it established.
Sir, you understand, every year by April 15th, the rental, if it's rented, needs to be registered. So every year.
Okay, okay.
You're gonna do the inspection soon, then, Kev?
As soon as we can set it up.
Is that gonna be something that you'll be able to cooperate with him on?
Yes.
I'll make a motion that we waive the late fee, but we gotta be registered at the $80.
Second.
Motion and second, all those in favor? Ayes have it. Sir, you can pay today after the meeting, or they will send a notice to your home.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
208 Wabash.
Thank you. Item M, rental registration hearing on property located at 4208 Wabash.
Understand? Can anyone translate? Someone? Thank you.
All right.
Mrs. Montoya?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just ask her why I wasn't registered in April.
No nos pudimos registrar porque ya hemos registrado cada año, pero este abril, o sea, estuvimos todo el año con problemas. Pues tenemos renteros, no nos pagan. Me desemplearon a mí en noviembre. A él tiene 2 años que no puede trabajar porque lo operaron de corazón abierto.
She said that she registers every year, but this year she had a complication. Her husband's been out of work, and she said the renters haven't been paying her either, so it's been kind of hard for her right now.
4208 Wabash is 4 units. It's been registered late. I believe it was 2012 or 11. The excuse that tenants aren't paying on time is understandable. At the same time, registering on time is cheaper than coming in front of this board and trying to explain why it's not.
We let them know every year by April 15th this has to be paid. The penalty will not be waived again if
Dijo que cada año, antes de abril, tiene que estar registrado, si no, no le van a quitar el penalty.
They live in Chicago.
¿Vive en Chicago?
Yes.
Who keeps an eye on the property?
¿Quién cuida, cuando están en Chicago, quién cuida la casa?
Tenemos una rentera. Se está encargando todos los problemas los
She
hablan.
says she's a renter that's taking care of the house, any problem they call them.
4 units, Kel? Yes. Make a motion that we waive the late fee, and all the units have to be registered at the
We're gonna waive it for all of them? Is that what you said? Yeah. Okay, I'll second it.
motion and second, all in favor? Ayes have it. By April 15th every year,
Antes de abril 15 cada año.
Yes.
Okay.
you can pay today
¿Pueden pagar ahora?
or notice will be sent to you
No, le mandan a-
No, lo pagamos ahorita.
¿Cuánto?
after the meeting
How
today.
much you said?
$80 per unit.
80 por cada
Ok.
apartamento.
Ya
Ok.
podemos ir a
Cuando
pagarlo.
se acabe la meeting lo ponemos para. Okay.
Thank you. Item N, rental registration
Muchas gracias.
hearing on property located at 937 Logan.
That's me.
Thank you for your help, sir.
Thank you. Well, the problem is, the last time I registered, I wasn't told that I had to register every April. I guess that was my fault, I didn't ask. So,
The regular property is 937 Logan, and where we sent the mail to was 937 Logan. Do you live there?
no,
You live at 6230 North?
Hermitage, yeah, but I come back and forth.
Okay.
937 Logan is 2 units, registered late in 2013.
How long have you owned the property?
About 2 years, yeah.
Well, two things. You need to make sure that the permanent address is the one that the mail goes to all the time.
Okay,
Because even though you're going back and forth, it's better just go to your house that you live in.
okay.
How many units, Kelly?
2.
Make a motion that we waive the late fees, but the units must be registered at the unit hour.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item O, rental registration hearing on property located at 4316 Dearborn Avenue.
Good morning.
Morning.
We're asking for the late fee to be waived because we purchased the property, give or take, a year, and it's our first property in Hammond. We live in Chicago, so
When did you buy it?
give or take a year.
October 9th, 2013.
And did you, when you bought it, was it rented?
Yes,
So the same people live there?
the same tenants. Yeah.
How many people, just one unit?
It's a single family.
Make a motion that we waive the late fee, but the unit must be registered.
Second.
Motion and second, all those in favor? Ayes have it. Okay, after the meeting today, sir, or you'll receive a notice in the mail.
How much is it gonna be? 160 or?
$80 per unit.
Kelly, was it 13? No, he didn't buy it till 13.
You only bought it in 13.
But if it's rented November, December, they have 30 days from the time lease is signed.
So take 2 years. Those for 13 and 14.
That's correct.
160.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Correspondence received from item P. Correspondence received from Ms. Shelley Harris requesting the hearing for rental registration currently set for August 28, 2014 be reset prior to that date.
Set for 21st? Huh? She wants it prior. She wants it
Yeah, it said
before the
prior.
28th. So we could set it on the 21st or the 14th.
14th. Motion to set it for the 14th.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. I'd like to acknowledge Councilman Emerson here with us this morning. Item Q, correspondence received requesting rental registration hearing. Motion?
Second.
All those in favor? Ayes have it. Agreement to rehabilitate property located at 6446 Tennessee Avenue.
Mr. DeVore has agreed to,
You signed it?
yeah,
Okay.
motion that we accept it.
The motion?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item S, specific finding of fact and decision submitted for approval.
This is 1115, 115th Street.
Now, this is a matter requested by the owner, Juan Rodriguez. Says petitioner missed the deadline and only had one unit as a rental.
And this was prepared by Chris,
As-
so
Yes, good cause being shown, late fee waived for 2011 through 2014. What's your pleasure?
What's the address on this one, John?
1115, 115? It's signed by the property owner, right?
Yes.
So I'd like to make a motion that we approve the findings of fact.
The motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Item T, correspondence received from Mr. Gary Gleason, Director of Public Works, advising of the placement of no bike trail parking signs on Lyman Avenue.
And also resident-only parking. Let's see, Councilman Emerson request for and resident-only. We will place no bike trail parking signs at the end of Lyman. We cannot place residential only. But I think he thinks that that'll suffice with the no bike trail parking sign.
Cover Southmore to Meadow Lane.
Yeah, then if you still have a problem, you can always contact us. But hopefully this'll prevent everybody from having to get stickers on their cars at their residence.
Yeah, Mr. President, I talked to the resident that initiated this along with some of her neighbors, and she's okay. I believe Mr. Gleason mentioned a no bike trail parking as opposed to trailhead. I don't know what the difference is, but she seems to be, the resident and people she represents seems to be in agreement with just don't park on the bike trail.
That's what you're gonna have, no bike trail parking.
Okay.
So I'll make a motion that we approve Gary's recommendation.
The motion and second, all those in favor? Ayes have it. Item U, correspondence received from 3rd District Councilman Anthony W. Higgs requesting an overlay be done on Jennings Street from Willard Avenue to Wallace Road.
Motion to forward to engineering.
Second.
Motion, second, all those in favor? Ayes have it. Item V, correspondence received from Mrs. Tara Weems requesting permission to hold a birthday party with street closures. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
What day is it?
It's my grandson's birthday, but it really isn't just a birthday party. I've been going through chemo for the last couple of years, so I've not really been able to correspond with my neighbors. And kids were growing up, we had block parties like every summer. So this year I wanted to have like a cookout for all my neighbors to come and bring their grandkids or whatever. So it's kind of like a birthday party and a block party together.
So, Terry, do you want the street closed?
Yeah, I do. Because we're gonna put the bounce houses in the street.
Oh, street closed, I'm sorry. Make a motion, we send it to Dodie and to Gary, because she wants picnic tables and some barricades and garbage cans.
So we tentatively approve it and send it to Gary Gleason. I'll second the motion.
The motion and second, all those in favor?
You should have no problem.
No, I
Ayes
won't.
have it. Thank you, Ms.
Thank you.
Item W, correspondence received from Mr. John Vesmar requesting street closure and temporary suspension of the 11 p.m. parking curfew in the downtown parking lot for Beatles Fest 2014 beginning Thursday, August 7th through Saturday, August 9th, 2014.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the request of Mr. John Besant.
Second.
Refer to PD.
Yeah, we should refer that to the police department.
The motion and
They
second.
know that we're not gonna take it in the parking lot after, right?
All those in favor? Ayes have it. Let's go on to PD. Item X, garage sale permit submitted for approval.
Make a motion that we approve them all.
Motion? Motion?
Second.
All in favor? Ayes have it.
Aye.
Item I, agreement with Clark Dietz Engineers for the 2nd District Street Lighting Project, Hanover Street, Linden Avenue, Magnolia Avenue, and Beach Avenue, submitted for approval, subject to approval from Corporation Council.
Yeah, Chris didn't get a chance to review it, but it is a standard contract. We don't want to hold up the work. Contract amount is $24,800, and we just won't release it until Chris has a chance to look at it when she gets back next week. So I'd like to make a motion that we approve the contract.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor? Ayes have it. Item 6, matters from board members. Item 7, matters from other department heads or the representatives. Item 8, new business. Item 9, old business. Meeting's open to the public. Anyone from the public wish to address the board? Good morning.
Morning, my name is Joe Blanford. I've been here before on the rental agreement, and you deferred payment, but I was at the head of the agenda, so we went home, and you said you'd mail me the paperwork. I never did get anything, and about that time my wife got sick, and I had to take care of her, do cooking, cleaning, and everything, and I forgot all about it until
What's the address of the property, sir?
4839 Pine Avenue.
4839
Yes.
Pine?
Mm-hmm.
How do you want to do this, Kelly?
Well, basically, since it's past that 30 days, I guess what he's asking is if he's registered or willing to register now and has information needed to register, we would take care of it now. Or anyway, if you don't mind giving him more time.
Okay, I'm prepared to pay it today. I wasn't trying to get out of it. I just
Would
completely
you like to
forgot.
pay today, sir?
Yes.
Can we do it today? Extend it, the original 30 days. Today.
To the end of July.
Motion?
Second.
All in favor? Ayes have it. You can do it today, sir. You'll see Mr. Kearney, or,
Stick around after the meeting, we'll take care of it then.
thank you.
Thank you very much.
Anyone else from the public wish to address the board?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion and second. I